You know, they got up early. They're still sleeping.
Okay, yeah.
Welcome to Good Mythical More. We're gonna validate the proper excuses to get out of events that you've decided you'd rather not go to.
But first, we're going to take a new selfie face. Yeah. This one is called That Butt Pimple is Almost Ready to Pop.
Well, it's not in the shot, but like.
You know, it's just a look that you would make.
Boy.
You'd be like.
Oh, the butt pimple.
Man, I hate those.
Butt pimple.
But you know what? Every time I get a pimple anywhere, it's just like, you know what? Still young enough to get a pimple.
I
don't care where it is. I'm like, my skin can still do that. Yeah.
I haven't had a butt pimple in
a bunt pimple?
Bunt pimple. I'll probably get.
I had one. I had one a couple months ago.
Oh, tell us about it.
You talking about cheek or crack?
No, it was cheek, and it was like upper cheek, like almost to the belt line. And I'm not talking about, you know, the road around Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm talking about my belt.
I mean, that's almost not butt at that point. You got a waistline. I think the real question though, is that a legitimate excuse to get out of something, and would you actually use it?
Oh yeah, I got a butt pimple on the belt line.
Can't come to your
no one's gonna argue with
club.
that. I feel like if you use that excuse for something.
Do you know that, like,
if you're gonna be that vulnerable, I think that's the key.
Did you know that, you know about like inside the belt line, Raleigh is like a certain like scene and vibe, and like if you got a house inside the belt line. Yeah. So there's 440, right, which is the belt line, and there's 540 now, which is like the outer belt line.
Yeah.
And now between the belt lines has its own vibe now. That's what I heard from people back home. Is that there's inside the belt line, where inside the belt line, or are you between the belt line? It's a whole, I mean, there's just like a whole scene. But the interesting thing about inside, between the belt line, is that it's a circle that goes around. So it's a region with a vibe that's shaped like a donut. It makes sense for a circle to have a vibe, but for an outside circle that's a donut to have a vibe is different.
Yeah.
Does Greensboro have a belt line?
I've never heard of this Raleigh belt.
You don't know about the belt line?
Well, there's an inner belt line.
Do. Now I do. Yeah. I think I'm good on what I've just learned.
Stevie, if you just go, he'll start talking about it.
Yeah.
But there's other cities that have belt lines as well.
Okay.
Baltimore has a beltway.
That's not a belt line. You're right. Can we play this game?
Yeah. So
I was excited about it.
I'm gonna give you scenarios.
I'm gonna cancel on you guys.
And you have to answer, would you cancel in these scenarios?
Would we cancel?
Yeah,
okay.
We're starting off with would you cancel.
And then the second part is your reason legit?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
You're the best man in your best friend's wedding.
No excuses for canceling.
You've suddenly got a call that you've been hired for your dream job, but you have to start on the same day as the wedding. Absolutely no exceptions.
I mean, what is your dream job? I mean, is it like...
Could be an astronaut. Like that's when you can't miss that launch.
Yeah, it has to be something like that like everybody on the planet knows about this particular job.
Is this the second marriage? Because you definitely don't have to, you can back out of that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a second marriage. I'm
really
just saying
got to know the
like,
job.
We've done this before, Craig.
You got to know. To me, it's about the job. I mean, it really comes down to and the type of conversation you can have with the groom.
I think if it's second marriage or you're an astronaut, yes, you can cancel. Any other circumstances, no.
I don't know if you're not expecting to get press by taking this job.
If people are not going to write articles about your new job.
Then I think you can't do it.
Right, yeah, that's pretty good. That's a good rule of thumb.
Okay, so it's not enough that it's your dream job. It has to be your dream job, and also
you have to get
press.
Newsworthy.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking small town
It's got to be validated by enough people that a readership
like Daily Record
would be interested in it.
This has got to be like a city paper.
Okay. You've signed up to work at the local soup kitchen on Christmas Eve, and they're extremely understaffed. Your friend called and said they have third row seats to see Beyonce on Christmas Eve. Do you cancel on the soup kitchen?
Okay, this is real tough.
Well, here's the thing: is that typically, that's when they get the most help. It's the rest of the year that you need to keep volunteering.
People are in a super voluntary mode at Christmas time.
So it's actually much more realistic to be like, when they really need you most, when no one ever goes, Beyonce has a show.
Yeah, I think you have to call them up and say, listen, can you I want to take a rain check. I want to come back in a downtime, but tonight I will be looking at Beyonce from very close.
I think.
And I hope you understand. Also listening to Beyonce, not just looking at her.
You know what I'm going to say?
Cancel on the soup kitchen.
You know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say don't cancel on the soup kitchen because that makes me look better right now.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, well, you're saying you're going to the soup kitchen?
We're both horrible people.
Okay.
But for different reasons.
Hey, he's filling in for me. I'm going to see Beyonce.
Yeah, I'm not trying to make myself look good.
You find a sub. I found the sub. There we go.
This is also an interesting situation. You got invited to the Met Gala, but all you have to wear is a Reba shirt, some jorts, and some Tom's shoes. It's a very specific situation. Do you go or cancel? Keep this in mind. There is no next time.
Definitely go, because this is a power move.
People are going to think you're...
You look so bad that all of a sudden you are flexing.
Whoa, yeah. I agree with that.
It's more of like, just come as you are, that I would be like, oh God. I mean, you really got to work up the gonads to really have the attitude to go along with that Reba shirt.
Well, especially
what is that, a silk button-up?
In jorts.
Blouse?
The jorts, the gonads may be showing. You never know.
I believe it is a shirt that features Reba, not a shirt that Reba would wear. But you know what?
Yeah.
It could be a shirt that Reba would wear.
I was picturing Reba on a shirt.
I was like, what type of shirts does Reba wear?
Along with like 98% of the people watching. I will say, also, if you're invited to a Mets game, just go to that in that outfit.
Oh, that's like the uniform,
Yeah, right.
essentially.
Yeah, right.
Like Reba t-shirt and jorts for a Mets game.
People flexing at that Met Gala, man. That's the whole point. It's like, I don't know how I feel about it.
How do you feel knowing that you'll never get invited?
I've never thought about it. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care either. I'm just wondering.
I can tell you don't.
No, I'm just saying, what would we have to do? I think we might have to kill somebody.
To get invited?
Oh, no. All we got to do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
All we got to do is be Emma Chamberlain's stylists.
They don't get in.
Oh yeah, they do, because they're doing this and they're straightening and shaking.
No.
They're right at the edge.
They don't let them in the perimeter. No, they don't. Once she's inside, she's all on her own.
That was my best shot. We could sneak on a Grammy red carpet. We could do that.
You can't sneak into.
This is what I'm going to wear to the Met Gala.
A
mythical
and nothing
backpack.
else.
This mythical backpack can contain. It doesn't contain anything when you buy it. But it can contain everything to be your mythical best. It's got a rubberized logo. It's got an outer pocket. Well, maybe it'll come with some.
You might get
paper
some
towels.
paper towels.
It has a laptop slot inside, and if you push it in the right place, it will talk.
Find it.
No, that was the plushies. Okay. Get this at mythical.com.
I was ready to sell it.
It looks smaller than it is because I'm bigger than you think I am.
Yep, that's true.
That's very true. I'm in this next scenario.
Yeah.
That I will read for the first time. You agree to cat sit for the weekend for Stevie, which is me. But on Friday morning, you get a call from a connected friend offering, you have a lot of friends who have Beyonce tickets and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of connected friends.
Right.
Offering free Disneyland tickets for you and your whole family, all expenses paid, including a night at the Disneyland Resort Hotel. Do you cancel on Stevie?
No, you board that cat and you never tell her. It's like, are you cool with your cat being boarded? You won't know the difference.
I feel cats can chill for a moment.
Cats are good on their own for at least 3 weeks, right?
If somebody boarded your cat, didn't tell you in this scenario, how would you react? If you found out and they didn't know that you knew, would you tell them? How upset would you be? Because it's a violation of sorts.
I don't know how. I'm trying to picture somebody coming in, getting a hold of my cat, putting my cat in a travel bag.
Blow dart.
putting the cat into public with other cats, and then me coming home and everything being okay.
That makes it worse.
I don't think that's
actually-
a
You're
scenario.
saying that no one can corral your cat?
No, I just think it's more
What about
trouble.
Bindi Irwin?
I think you'd be going to Disneyland with a lot of scratches all over your body.
think
and
justice
it's
will
just
be
not
served.
Worth it, you know.
What's your cat's name? Smokey?
Unfortunately,
hasn't named her-
Evie.
she hasn't
is my
named
her
cat's
yet.
name. Yeah,
Oh, I thought you hadn't named your cat yet.
I haven't named my cat in 10 years.
I do want to ask you this.
More than 10 years. What an
Instead of
old
doing
cat.
it on our own, I'll do it right now. When Ringo is not at home, does the cat act differently? Because
Oh, heck yeah.
my Sokka is warming up to us and wants to get closer to us, but the dogs won't. They play together, but they won't let him have snuggle time with us, as an example, or like get on the bed.
When he's not in the house, she moves more freely and has an air about her that's like, this is my house.
Yeah, he does that.
Yeah.
He follows us around for more attention too, so I feel bad for him when the dogs are around.
Your dogs are cat racists.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the other ones because I want to know what some
very
legitimate
differently about them now.
some legitimate excuses are.
Okay.
I would not do that. I would not go to Disneyland. I couldn't do that without talking to you first.
Yeah.
While on a run, you are attacked by an entire flock of geese, leaving you with a debilitating fear of birds. The mere sight of a bird now leaves you paralyzed. You were supposed to babysit your brother's parrot for a month. I don't think they thought I was going to go from the cat to this.
Yeah. Oh,
Beginning next week.
I mean that's legit trauma. You can't be like,
I mean, a freaking month with a parrot
oh,
is that is too big of an ask. I'm sorry.
I think that might be the problem there. But there is such a thing as exposure therapy. And I do think that potentially, if it's a caged parrot, that might be the perfect way to introduce yourself to
doing?
birds again.
What are you doing?
A soundproof cage. That's how you introduce yourself back to birds.
yeah, but that's your decision, not the bird owner's decision.
Parrots live forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't go back on this decision.
And if you let them go, maybe they'll come back.
Oh, I saw that on TikTok. There's a guy who's like, it starts with, my pet parrot visited the neighbors today. It's one of those like, you can hear the computer talking at the beginning. You know how the kids like.
Yeah.
And then there you go. Like he's like zooming in and you see this thing flying and it like circles his house. And then comes and lands on his hand. So it's like the parrot just went and visited someone and comes back. So parrots do come back.
If you treat them right, probably.
Yeah.
This is a interesting scenario I've pre-read. You wake up from surgery and your best friend is supposed to pick you up and take you home, but they found out the love of their life, the one that got away, is in town for one day only, and it's their only chance to confess their feelings before potentially never seeing this person again. This means you have to spend another night in the hospital.
No, Uber.
I don't think they just allow you to just stay a little bit longer until your friend's done confessing their love?
Sometimes, if you've had a certain type of treatment, you might not want to get in an Uber. You want to have, you probably could do that, but I'm just saying that like it's going to damage the relationship.
Actually, this
I don't think they allow it.
There is only one correct solution to this, and this is a 2-for-1. You say to the love of your life who's coming into town, hey, my best friend just had surgery and I got to go pick him up from the airport. You know what I'm saying?
He was on a plane.
It's a hospital at the airport.
He had to be at a
Long
certain
story.
altitude to get the pressure of the bladder
He was injured
correct.
at the airport, and they put him into the naval hospital at the airport, whatever. But I would like you to go pick him up with me. And so then
It's a date.
you're getting some quality time with the love of your life, and it's a intensified emotional environment because it's picking this person up who's just been through surgery.
Oh, and then you're saying I'm a person of integrity. I have friends, and you could also say, and you know what? if this works out for us, it'll be a hell of a story to say this is how our relationship
Great
began.
origin story. We were picking up my buddy from the airport hospital.
And if it doesn't work out, this would be a hell of a story that's like the worst date I ever went on.
And you immediately get your best friend's opinion on said person.
Yeah.
Even though they're in like a, sort of a drugged up state because of the surgery.
Yeah, they're more honest at that point.
They'll say anything. It's like, she's a bitch.
Right.
And then it's over.
she's in the car.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically that's the only right way, yeah.
This is win-win-win.
Mm-hmm.
The Mythical Backpack holds everything you need to be your mythical best. Get it now at mythical.com.